reason it could end badly, but Elevate, being a very smart player with so much competitive experience, I don't think he'll take this fight here, and Quid can just rotate nearby.
Yeah, we have had actually a few people, Quid, Spraz, and I think far away is Link, so Elevate in a pretty tough spot. He's just going to completely back out. So smart on him to recognize, hey, it's not just a 1 versus 1 with Spraz. There's so many other players also rotating here. He's just trying to avoid fights.
How much is this for?
But as you mentioned, we did see Mr. Fresh Asian get taken out, so that marks the end for Mr. Fresh Asian here in the solos competition. But again, the Pro-Am winner alongside Lockwood
Okay.
you got to tip your hat off to him.
Definitely as well. And we haven't seen Nyrox go down at all in the
pretty
fight
good.
either, so we still have Luda, Nyrox, and Quid in this game, as well as Breso, which is huge right now. So I believe we still have our 4 very top point players right now.
What's
in this
last
one. We
place?
have the elimination speed coming
What's
back
like
up.
last place
Worthy's
make?
still in the lead on 14,
What is it, like
Nyrox
5?
on 13 as well.
Probably
So
make
he's
like
doing very,
5K,
very well at
right?
the top there. He's doing
2K?
that consistent
Ooh.
placing as well as the limbs. We see Breso on 8th there with 11 eliminations, and Quid on 10. So Quid
Sim's
is
doing well,
very smart
I
as well as
think.
Luda with their
16
placements.
series, 33
Eliminations,
points.
as I say that, Worthy
It's
picks
like
up another
top
one on Cold.
10, that's like
Bringing himself
10.
back in this game.
Yep, make it 15.
Next story, he's like
Worthy has been
30th.
Absolute slayer in this one. We got a player named Slaya, but
What's top 10? Top 10 is like 30 to 50 right now.
Total. Congrats to that. And meanwhile, Jalen taking out Cat. Jalen, another player who competed last year at the Australian Open, trying to squeeze his way into some placement prize as well.
Definitely, we got Symmetrical here now representing for the NA region. Managed to pick up a win today, gone a little bit down since then, but still 33 points. Not a bad effort here coming into this final game. We'll see how he goes in zone.
21 through
Still has that
37.
harpoon as well if he can find maybe some fishing holes around here. Takes
Versus
the snipe shot on
38.
Zenzo. Does not connect. We tune back
Bro,
in.
Volks is
Aggressive
getting
He's
in.
playing very, very well. Out of sweat, he comes down to Mao. Hits him with a ridiculously heavy tack shot. Brings it down to 11 health. Mao dancing on him. One of the people we talked about yesterday in the content creator category, taking down Volks, arguably one of the best players in our region.
By the way, Mao had 11 HP, then of course got 50 from the Siphon. So heartbreaking, the story.
Pop your flop.
Potential Cinderella story for Volks.
That's it.
Clock strikes midnight and Mao ends that one clean. Volks now will just have to sit and watch his peers and hope for an Australia-New Zealand win.
Yeah, definitely. Now we can see from above. I'm trying to spot some of those main players that we have up there. Can't really see too many of them where they are right now. Nameplate's going away. We've got eyes on Nyrox and Breso, though, on the right, so they're doing it for me here. Nyrox is swimming around towards Misty right now. Breso's already in there in a very nice position. We see Breso up on that mountain, sitting himself very pretty, putting himself in what many people would call a power position. We have Nyrox just dive bombing
Like a
straight
shark
towards
in the water. He smells
Q-Jack.
blood on Q-Jack and wants the elim. Finally, Wise is going to back out and reset. But I felt like I was watching Jaws right there as Nyrox is going to back out. Almost goes for the hunt. Instead, says, I'm going to live to fight another day. Q-Jack coming from Japan with 1 elimination. And right next to Nyrox and Co.
We're getting closer and closer to the end game. It is building now.
Your keyboard
So
activation?
congesting now.
Oh yeah, Looter's 37. Damn, he's getting
Very
griefed
far
too.
south. He zones Luters in a
He
fight.
dies here, that's
This
just
could
so
end everything
unfortunate.
Right here, Luters here. You wonder if he's feeling the pressure.
Kids that do this shit,
He might be.
man.
They're pushing him. Luter goes
God.
down. No, that's it. The Cinderella story for Luter is over. He's going down, so I couldn't see if
That's
it was
so
Jordan
dumb.
or Spraz. It was Jordan who took him down. Oh my gosh, now we have Spraz coming in on this one.
What's
That
Jordan
is
doing? Like,
massive. He will be
it's the thing with
devastated
solos,
from
bro.
that.
People don't care. They have low points, and they're just going to W key their last game. And if you're placing well, you're just going to get griefed.
9 HP.
Like this guy, bro. He's just going to take any fight. Like, what's stopping this guy from just jumping in your box? Like, what does he have to lose?
Outsmarting perhaps.
Like, I feel bad for that Looter guy. This could have been like his pop-off, but...
And we talked about it earlier, it doesn't matter. Jordan, again, not doing too crazy on the standings today, but that's how much it is. Anyone can change the narrative here. Anyone can change the storyline. Jordan taking down Luda, one of the top 3 right now, currently was in first. That is so devastating for him. We'll have to see how this one plays out, though. Papi trying to find his way in on Vanilla, trying to get the wall. He takes the wall, tries again, takes the extra wall again. Vanilla playing very quick. Papi trying to switch out the weapon, seeing if he can use this tack. Does 7
Bro, like, you know you're fighting a bad player.
The wall quickly and safely. Papi showing his box fighting prowess.
We get a solid top 10? Yeah, but...
Vanilla showing his prowess at getting away defensively.
He doesn't get that, like...
Earlier, now we're seeing with Parpy and Vanilla, these Japan players just play a little bit passive, while these Australian players simply hunt. Parpy now trying to get his prey, spots him, and he's going to get tagged up quite significantly. Might be a different story here. Vanilla might be able to end up on top, and Vanilla is now the hunting. Misses that one. Parpy now back in control again in this 1 versus 1. Parpy, the last hope for RBK. He's going to come out on top.
Takes him down now. I did a whole bunch of research on Asia coming into this one. Watch low their cash cups, and yes, you hit it nail on the head there. They're a very defensive player. I would not say that makes them worse as a region. They play so defensively, and it's difficult in its own right. I was talking to Sundown about why he thought that may be. He was talking about because the region is so
people
large,
so dumb.
with the ping deficit on servers, they like to play defensive.
Oh, this Breso guy. No way controller player is going to win the event.
I think he's OC's last chance right now. Is it going to be him? No.
And look who's right next to him, Antics. It's Benji Fishy who of course was in 11th place. I didn't see his standings in that last one because I was down on the floor, but Benji needs a huge game here to be able to take home that 100K prize pool. Breso, perhaps one of the last hopes for Australia to win a championship, as he was in first, right next to Benji Fish.
We've seen how big these games can change around. Westy jumped up there into the top 10 at one point with one game though, so you never know. If you pick up that full 10 points from the Victory Royale, it can be pretty huge. And look how many players we have clustered here. And unfortunately for Quid, I say unfortunately he might be okay, but that is not where you want to find yourself right now, coming into your final game at a tournament of this size with the chance to clutch it up. You have 5 phenomenal players on top of you. 6, sorry, this has got to be scary.
How many trophies do we qualify for World Cup? Definitely a lot. People, because they're just going to W key in like qualifiers for solos.
High on his performance here. Can he have a big last game? It's hard to believe this is match number 6 here, Aussie, as it's been such an amazing 5 games so far, but it all comes down to this last end game to close out the Australian Open.
I'm so excited.
Benji's in 11th? Oh, okay.
That
that would actually be sick if Benji popped off.
Just one. Seeing whose eyes were on this, I saw Chap, Mr. Savage, Bugha, Baller TW, Innocent, Shio, all the biggest names in the business watching this one, along with tens of thousands of people at home.
Said my name.
We're going to have to see how it closes out. Can an OCE player have their Cinderella moment, come out on top in the few opportunities they get, or is Nyrox going to have his big blow up moment, or something entirely different altogether?
Yeah, big shout out to all the great human beings in Fortnite.
That would be sick, bro. If Nyrox won World Cup duos and then also just goes out and wins this.
Well, and of course our casters. You got Shio, you got Sundown, Balla, all
that'll be good
as well. The Australian region is alive, and surely they are proving that they can compete at the top level. Didn't show up at the World Cup, they're showing up today.
Definitely Quid here taking some serious shots. Picking up elimination is huge. Lapex taking down Spraz there. Unfortunately, Quid can't connect with that extra elimination. Can be the difference in this tournament, but maybe he can get the elimination on Lapex.
Benji's in a really good spot. Let's see. He's gonna play Melon. Yeah. Half is either playing all the way in the. There's so many elevations. I don't even know. He can play anywhere right now.
Quid gets a shot in there and he gets a headshot as well. He does. He's taken down. Who does he go down to? He went down to Usaya. No, Quid can't pick it up, unfortunately.
Ooh, that would have been a big limb. Breso with a med kit and 6 mini shields in his inventory, so he's well positioned for this late game in the circle as well right now. Of course, Mountain
completely
shifts to the east, to the right of their screen.
Yeah, I don't know. When the West regions got announced and all that,
you gotta think Breso's in a good spot. Can he do it? A player that was not on our radar at all.
Why are you the only player that got caught after World Cup? Like nobody ever talks about second.
Spot in the standings. Meanwhile, Tina Ray's
just ask yourself that that question, bro.
Definitely, Quid's in a nice position here. He's got a few boxes.
Just say it out loud. Just ask it out loud while in 808.
And brick base, he knows what to do. He got into zone. He built out of heavy mats. So what that means is using brick or metal, harder to break.
Just say it out loud.
But also, one of the main things for Quid right now is it makes you unseen. It's a lot harder to see through the brick and metal. So he can sit there, relax, hang out, be very, very methodical with what shots he takes. As we saw Quid taking this right-hand peek now and Chrysler above him, we have to see how this goes.
Breso, of course, representing Controller Nation. Can he do it? Taking a look at the elimination leaders. Worthy still on top. Nyrox right behind. The young Norwegian duos champion from the World Cup, holding it down and proving that he can hang with the best in solos.
Worthy's alive. Nyrox is alive.
Australian players are in that top eliminations category, proving their reputation correct. Some shots are going to come in from on carry on.
Yeah, actually refuse to believe that's a real person.
Australian players
yeah.
And Worthy, of course, first place in damage dealt by a long shot as well.
Yeah, exactly there. And we saw another elimination added to that list. I think when we saw it just then, it was 16, which means Worthy's picks up another one. So again, I'm talking about who can come on top, talking about Nyrox, talking about Quid. Worthy's played really well. If he keeps playing this aggressive, he can jump on top, or even symmetrically.
I don't know, man. I feel like Sim's in a horrible spot here. He doesn't have good maps. I think it's over.
Run away with it early, and a lot of people pretty much just said it was his tournament from game 1. This is not the same case. Anyone can win this, and I'm getting so friggin' excited to see how this closes out.
We could not have written about
this could actually be good. Imagine it's like the top 2 players 1v1ing in the end. Big ass mini pot. I don't know what that was.
We'll do it. Symmetrical, Worthy, Breso. So many top
Aiden, who you got winning? Who you got winning?
Still alive here, alongside the likes of some American heroes.
Yeah, tournament. I think it's anyone from like 29 to 30 or to like 40. 29 to 40, I think, is like contending. I think Sim's in there, yeah. It's Sim, Benji. Let's see. Maybe that Quid guy, I don't know.
They saw the zone, it pulled, they instantly looked at it. Now they need to find how they're actually going to get there, though. Zora's eyes on it as well. We've got that.
Chad, who's all Zayd, Epic Whale? He got griefed. He died. Yeah, he had 38 or some shit. Zayd? Oh, Zayd's up there.
Trying to make their way across now if they can. Zora's one of them, though. He falls down into the water, luckily for him. We're going to have to see how some some of these top players.
Yeah, bro, look, Zone just plays to him out, and like 44 is needed for first.
He's gonna have to start moving. He's opting to
I hope Zay
rotate
wins.
late. It's
It was
incredibly
sick.
smart, but it's incredibly risky. We saw he had those floppers and those slurpers. She talked about it up on stage before. If he gets caught in Storm here a little bit, he has that extra.
Nyrox is still
He's
up.
gonna hang out late, make sure he gets in a little bit later.
Yeah, very
Benji,
viable strategy
ooh.
and tactic here in Chapter 2. If you have floppers, you can sit in Storm a little bit longer. Retake high ground as well. We saw Mr. Fresh Asian do it yesterday. We've seen some players do it throughout. But I just saw Ghost Saf got taken out. So, Ghost Saf from California.
Safi.
This one. Jordan still alive. A lot of Australian players here I'm seeing on the
Rip.
screen. K-Quid gonna take her.
This guy's a controller.
And now, I'm
This guy's a controller, baby.
Here as well, 36 points now. He's already
You say is he good?
Honestly, I'm so impressed with how Breso
Oh yeah, he's like top 3 right now. And he's controller, so
consistently today, based on that elimination to placement point threshold, I would have to
that'd
say
be
he's
crazy.
playing the most safe, and he keeps using the same cone tactic.
We thinking of Benji pop off? I feel like Benji might win this game.
Breso could benefit greatly.
19 points. I think he'll go to like 30 something points. Yeah, Sim's dead. Like I told you, yeah, he had the worst spot. Yeah, he had such a bad spot.
We'll see if he can. Meanwhile, Benji Fishy still alive in this one as well.
Let's look at positioning.
Quid's being held right now. He's being shot at. No, Quid's going down so low. He has less than 50 health on the bottom right corner of the screen. If you
Quid
can't see
is
right now, Geese is directly above him. He's beneath Zora.
dead. Oh, we got the kill.
In the World Cup during that.
Zayd. Why'd you guys say Zayd? He had 13 points.
No, he came back on top. Quid fought his way back out. He is doing so well. He's on 17 health. He has these floppers. He is playing
No way.
out of his mind. Look at the upgrade he just got. A legendary burst rifle and an epic tack.
Massive upgrade. That's exactly what Breso, I'm sure, would love to have right now. Zayd picked up a kill as well. So now Zayd, TSM's extra, I believe, still alive. And so many Australian players, as mentioned. In
Oh,
this one.
Benji's on a bad side of zone. Benji needs to go now or he's gonna die.
Vancouver. Now eyes on Quid. Quid's in a rough spot. He's gonna get taken out. Jalen is able to get
That's
the eliminate, I
GG's.
believe, on Quid. But now has to traverse the entire mountain. Chances in the best spot. Esh is the controller player from Australia in a pretty good position here as well. Positioning is everything.
Who's the NA East represent right now? Who's the NA East represent? Who am I rooting for? Yo, this guy's cracked.
I want to know where Nyrox is right now. 27 players alive. We're about to jump into that top 20.
I think this guy wins. I got him winning.
See what he can do with it. He's been rotating on front side of zone so well. Epic Whale taking down
Bro.
Slayer taking down Eshes.
Bro.
Man, Epic is out. Epic is now taken down by Bob. Goes down one of the Asian players.
I think he wins. I think this guy's gonna win the tourney.
Top 15. There it is. Breso gets top 15 placement points.
And just like that, you blinked and we're in the top 13 in match number 6 to close this one out. Breso picks up a huge elimination.
He plays back, man. Benji's dead. Nyrox? Nyrox has 0 mats.
Takes out Benji Fishy.
Oh shit.
Still alive. We also have Breso, 2 of our top 5 current standings players.
Breso's on 43 points here. Like I said, we have the 2 storylines coming to head. Can Breso make it in his first LAN event on controller? 43 points here. Or can Nyrox jump out of the shadow of the
This guy's gonna get so much clout.
In solos, we have Zayd here, someone we all expect to do very well today.
If a controller player...
If anyone's gonna crush a dream, it's gonna be Zayd.
Oh, Breso just shit on Nyrox. If he kills Nyrox, he wins the tourney.
But look where Breso has RPG in his name. He
Bro.
and he has high
He
ground.
kills him, he wins the tourney.
Breso wants to be in the fight though. He's a controller player. He wants to take that to his advantage.
We see that on the right there, Breso's in the fight. We see Nyrox in not the greatest position here. He's on ultimate low ground, has to traverse this mountain. The reason why that lobby cleared out so quickly is this is one of the worst zones I've seen, and it keeps pulling across, going up the mountain. Breso takes down Nyrox. This might be it right now.
Oh my god.
An OC player I expect to do well today. Breso finding the angle around Jinx, trying to end his dreams right here. Breso might have this one through. Jinx comes out. Breso goes low. 62 health. He's got to get out of Storm now. He needs to rotate through. There's 3 players alive. He's on the high ground with 47 health. He has chances above him.
This man has ice in his veins. Breso gets a
Bro.
It's a 1 versus 1. I think it's Zayd.
Okay, I gotta give it to him. He's kind of popping off. I want him to win. I want him to win.
Breso versus Bowler.
They're actually their squad mates. Is Breso taking down Bowler? Can he do this one here? Can it go squad mate against squad mate? Can Bowler crush his dreams? If Breso wins this, you have to think he's going to win the entire tournament. He's reloading this rocket.
I respect this. If he wins, it's all GG's. I kind of want him to win. I want him to win. This is a good pop-off.
He has no health meds, though.
This is actually nuts.
He's been dropped down. He's on top of Bowler. The shots come out, and Breso takes it. 52 points total. He gets the victory royale, and you have to assume he's the AO champion. We don't know yet, though. Oh my gosh.
Breso, welcome to competitive Fortnite. We have potentially one of our first controller players.
That was sick. He popped off. That was good.
Breso with ice in his veins eliminates all the Titans. He takes out Epic Whale. He takes out.
Have you won a major, like a solo tourney? Yeah, like a normal one, like LAN. I don't think any controller players have they?
Oh my gosh, he performed so well there. I think we're gonna throw this one to
Controller
Ben
player won.
Analytics here and see how they go.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Game 6.
Well, he just won.
So much fallout. That was insane.
Breso.
Up to you, Ben.
Oh,
I don't know, bro. Like, he hit every shot, dog.
With the victory royale, his first.
Yeah, he hit 80 to 100.
Doing it in style. We knew heading in to the end of the competition, he was up there on the scoreboard, very close, and coming out with this one, it could just be enough pointing. Oh my goodness.
He played well though. No, he really did. Like,
incredible game.
I mean,
I
get it. Like, controller.
What I just witnessed, you know.
I don't think he was W King either. So
all day.
I respect it. I think he might be one of those players that's actually smart and uses that, like,
what an
I
incredible
don't know.
way to do it. If he's come out
Yeah, he
on
plays
top,
for endgame and then he
oh
pops
my
off because, like,
goodness, to think it took to the
yeah, he plays like the
comeback to
smart
get
one and then he
victory
pops off
royale,
endgame
to do
because
it
he has the,
in
like, little
style.
advantage.
Right, we've been calculating, we've been adding the numbers together. It's time to take a look at our top.